Homemade chips, crispy and irresistible. If you want to know how I make them, just keep watching. Let's start by peeling 3 medium potatoes. I cover a medium bowl halfway through with water, and this will help me to collect the potatoes. With the mandolin, I choose 1/8 of thickness, and I will start slicing all the potatoes. The water underneath will help me to prevent the chips to oxidate and become darker. In a separate bowl, I add the water halfway. Then I add about 1 cup of ice and 1 teaspoon of salt. I dip the chips in and I separate them. The ice will help me to prevent the oxidation of the chips, and the salt will help me to remove as much as starch possible. After I am done immersing the chips in the water, I let it sit for 30 minutes. After draining and rinsing the chips under running water, I lay them on a clean kitchen towel and I pat them dry to absorb all the moisture. After the chips are nice and dry, I am going to grab a bowl and I'm going to add inside some paper towel. I use the bowl to collect all the chips, and after I am done collecting them, I am going to deep fry them. Before I start deep frying, I dip 1 chip into the oil, and if it bubbles, means that the oil is ready. Another way, you can use a toothpick dipped into the oil, and if you see bubbles collecting at the bottom of the toothpick, the oil is ready. When the oil reaches a temperature, I start deep frying. Make sure to not add too many chips at the time, because this will lower the temperature and the potato will absorb too much oil, become very greasy. How do you know when the temperature is lower? You're not gonna see any bubbles in the pan, and the chips gonna be just there floating. When the chips are golden brown and crispy, I drain them and place them in a bowl with paper towel. This will help me to absorb all the excess of oil. It's now time to season the chips, and I bounce them, adding the salt a bit at a time, so I am sure that they are evenly coated. You can add some pepper to it if you like, or you can spray some vinegar to it, giving some tanginess. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching.